We're in the middle of December right now, and the ads are screaming at us, and the pressure to buy, consume, and upgrade is at an all-time high. Because in our culture, it sure seems we get the message that success looks like rich. It looks like the new car in the driveway with the big red bow, or it looks like an ever-increasing pile of more and more expensive gifts, or the latest and greatest professionally installed holiday decorations so that you can keep up with the neighbors. But there's a massive difference between looking rich and being free. Hello and welcome. I'm Dominic DeLaquil, and today we're going to talk about the difference between looking rich and being free, and a very specific shift that you can make to stop stressing about the result and start controlling the outcome. So let's get started. Rich is a status game. It requires high income, high spending, and usually high stress. Freedom is different. Freedom isn't about what you own, it's about what you can do. Having the flexibility, opportunities, and the financial stability to do more of what you want when you want. And the path to getting there isn't what a lot of people think. It's not about hitting a lottery ticket or landing one massive deal. It comes down to a concept that I consider the prime directive of financial freedom: consistency in action. Most people approach their money with intensity. They ignore their finances for 6 months, then freak out in January and try to budget every penny. That's intensity. Or they splurge on a huge vacation to feel wealthy, then they stress about the credit card bill for 3 months. That's intensity. Intensity can feel good in the moment, feels like you're doing something big. But intensity doesn't build freedom. Consistency in action over time is what creates financial freedom. Freedom is the result of boring, repetitive, consistent actions that compound over time. It's not the one big stock pick. It's the automatic transfer to your index fund every 2 weeks. It's not the massive inheritance. It's teaching your kids a habit to save 50% of every dollar they ever touch, especially when they're at home and they don't have any real financial responsibilities. That's the perfect time to instill a lifelong habit of saving and investing at a healthy percentage. And sure, there are going to be times, especially when they're young adults, when they can't maintain that high percentage, but they'll already have the habit. And that's going to make it a lot easier for them to still save and invest, let's say 20%, when most of their friends are busy burying themselves in credit card debt. Rich screams, wealth whispers, but freedom is just consistency compounded. And the reason so many corporate professionals, people making great money, never actually feel free is because they're missing this piece. They have a blank spot in their strategy. They have the income, they have the smarts, but they lack the consistency. They violate that prime directive because they're too busy trying to look the part. And here's the hard truth about parenting. Your kids are learning your definition of success right now. If they see you stressed out and you're working late to pay for the rich lifestyle, they learn that money equals stress. But if they see you prioritizing your time, if they see you staying in your current house so that you can have more freedom, or driving an older car so that you can retire early, they learn that time matters far more than stuff. They learn that by choosing to spend on things that you value and not spending on stuff mindlessly or worse for the sake of appearances, they learn that you can still have a great quality of life while creating the financial stability and passive income that you need to be financially free long before traditional retirement age. And who wouldn't want that for their kids? So how do we actually do this? How do we build consistency when life gets crazy? Well, we have to shift our focus from lag measures to lead measures. So a lag measure, that's the result, that's the destination or the goal. It's the number on the scale or the balance in your bank account. By the time you see it, the game's already over. You can't control a lag measure directly. The lag measure, that goal, that's where you want to go. But the way that you actually get there is you focus on the lead measures. The lead measures are the specific high leverage actions that you take today that force the end result to happen later on. So for example, here's a lag measure. I want to lose 25 pounds and be more fit. Well, you can't do that today. The lead measures though for that would be things like, well, I'm going to track my eating with a good app and I'm going to stay under my daily calorie goal and I'm going to exercise 3 to 5 times per week. Well, you can do that. Those things are under your definite control day to day or most days. And if you do those, you're going to end up hitting that lag measure. You're going to meet that goal of losing 25 pounds and being more fit. Or another example, the lag might be that I want to be a millionaire. Well, you can't do that today. The lead, though, would be things like, well, I'm going to set up automatic withdrawals to my 401k or to my IRA and make sure I'm making the maximum contributions each year. Well, you can do that. And that's why New Year's resolutions often fail, because a resolution is usually a lag measure. Things like, I want to be rich, or I want to lose that 25 pounds. Making the progress you want in 2026 is about defining the lead measures, or some people like to call them the process goals, those daily actions that you're going to do. And then hitting those daily actions with consistency, day in and day out, day in and day out. And if you want to start your kids on the path to financial freedom, start teaching them the habits, those lead measures, that when they do them consistently over time, they make the long-term destination, financial freedom, they make that inevitable. Because when you hit the lead measures, the lag measure takes care of itself. So the prime directive is simple. It's consistency in action. It's not sexy. It's not going to get you 1 million likes on Instagram, but it will get you wherever it is that you want to go. So if you're ready to move your family along the path to financial security and freedom, I want to invite you to join us. Subscribe below and start building your family's financial future one habit at a time. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.